2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to...
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah, can't wait to experience it firsthand, Alan. Thank you. And let's check Miami's starting lineup. Lowry and Hero are the backcourt. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Jay in at the 4. And for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position.
The aggressiveness of Adebayo. He plays with so much energy and force close to the bucket.
Leonard outside. Pass to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's George. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. And the depth of these two teams is pretty exceptional. We could see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Doris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
So it's the Clippers now, after the basket by Miami. Got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too. Hey, Russell.
About a minute into this first quarter, Leonard passes to Batum.
What a menacing swat by Bam, letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
Here's Butler. Jaquez, that's good.
Boy, that's what you call great thinking on the fly, passing on the shot in midair and laying it off to the open man.
Westbrook, the pass to Plumlee. George outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Batum. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Well, Nick Batum entered the league back in 2008. He knows how to exploit what the defense gives him. If you can see the mid-range, he'll take it.
And Grant, no team better than Miami at developing undrafted prospects.
I mean, for key roles, too. You look at last year's playoffs. Strus, Martin, Vincent, Robinson. It's allowed Miami to stay on top in a salary cap-driven league.
Well, this might be Kawhi Leonard's favorite shot. It gets him in rhythm. The mid-range jumper so silky.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And he banks in the layup.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Jimmy Butler's so consistent from the mid-range, and if the defense wants to take away the 3 and the restricted area, work that shot, no problem.
Now here's Leonard. George outside, takes a 3. Adebayo grabs the board. The Heat have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Offensive rebound, Heat. And the shot goes down. He has 6.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
But to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Zubats, he's checked in for Plumlee. And Miami with a change here too. Bryant, he's checked in for Adebayo.
Well, when you have a scorer like Paul George, it doesn't matter where it comes from. In that instance, hey, just catch and shoot.
Pass to Rookeis. It's stolen by Leonard. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat.
Miami possession.
1:33 left in the first quarter of the game. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, B.A., but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Now, guys, when you think about this Miami Heat team, you hear a lot of talk about their ability to score. But how about the way they play on both ends of the floor?
Now here's Westbrook. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Well, great work from Russell Westbrook. The closer he is, the more aggressive he becomes.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Defensively, this Heat team was top 3 in points allowed per game and top 5 in defensive efficiency last year.
You know, B.A., that's something that surely isn't talked about enough. And when they're not having their best shooting night, they'll suffocate you on the defensive end.
Off the mark there with a 3. The Clippers have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Here's George. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
When we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
The Clippers making a switch here. Martin's checked in.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Down low, Martin. And Bryant pulls it down.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Hero with the bucket.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Pass to George. Here's Martin. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. He got it off in time. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Los Angeles. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective.
18. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
We've got Mason Plumlee, Paul George out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Martin in at the 3. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Butler on the wing, hounded by Westbrook. 4 on the clock, so they take the lead. Butler's got 6.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Miami is very efficient. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "You want to maximize your offense in all the different ways in your menu without feeling like you're taking turns." I don't think anyone would say that about our team. They're an unselfish group that likes sharing the ball, and they enjoy each other's success. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Well, an all-star appearance for Bam Adebayo in 2020. Grant, you think he can get back there?
No doubt. I mean, I think the bigger issue is we've seen his numbers taper off just in the postseason. Can he reverse that and bring his best when it matters most?
So for the Clippers, Zubats comes in for Plumlee, and Norman Powell subbed in for Martin. Yurt Sevens checked in for Miami. George finds Zubac. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the chess match continues.
7 lead changes already, and we're still in the first half.
Adebayo passes to Yurtseven, and he dunks it down.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Foul, it's good. Foul's got his first basket.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Miami trailing. Butler passes to Hero. Pass to Yurtseven. The fadeaway. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Yurtseven's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
And here's Butler outside. On target from range.
Well, it's a big-time bonus when Jimmy Butler is connecting from deep. If that's working, forget about it, defense.
Westbrook against Lowry. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
What's up? And a superb job of creating just enough separation to hit the shot.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
The Clippers making a switch here. Martin's checked in.
Pretty incredible to think that Russell Westbrook made the triple-double somewhat routine. The ability to fill up a stat sheet like few others in the history of the game. Incredible, guys.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
And finished off by Adebayo.
Now, the consistency with which Kyle Lowry involves his teammates is really a sight to behold. This guy's such a good passer.
Westbrook right side. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Omer Yurtseven. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Hero, the pass to Adebayo. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
And once Bam gets the ball inside, the bucket is almost guaranteed. He's a serious producer in the paint.
Powell's shot is off. The Heat with the lead. To the left side wing. It's tipped. Martin against Hero. Here's Leonard. Buries it down low.
Kawhi Leonard's strength through contact, one of the real problems you've got to deal with as a defender.
For Miami, they've gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Lowry finds Butler. Hero on the wing. Back to Butler. Lowry outside. There's the 3. Unable to get that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Martin. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Miami has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Butler passes to Yurtseven. Butler with the ball. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, that's about inside positioning and the attack mentality. Jimmy Butler on the throwdown.
Martin misses. Pass to Lowry. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. And now a 7-point Miami lead.
Even if they saw the step back coming, the defense didn't offer much resistance.
A nice shot by Zubac.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Here's Hero. Pass to Yurtseven. Second shot opportunity, and there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
That'll do it for the first half. Heat out in front, up 7. We'll see you after halftime for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, well, it was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. And they had their fingerprints all over that second quarter, coming back from a deficit and building a 7-point lead. Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
They're going to work in the paint, doing a great job. A good portion of their offense was generated inside. Really outperformed their opponent in that aspect. I expect the defense to pack it in a little more in the second half and try to force those guys to stay outside.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Coming onto the court, it's your
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And let's take a look at Miami. On the wing, it'll be Hero and Butler. Then it's Kyle Lowry. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Jay in at the 4.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Yeah, and Kyle Lowry has always used his stocky build to his advantage. But coming into this season, the Heat said he'd have to address his conditioning.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Brian, for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
He's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that. And Grant, we saw in last year's playoffs, the hamstring injury hampered Lowry.
It really did. I mean, he plays a physical style, getting in there and taking charges. And as he enters his late 30s, staying in peak condition could help him withstand the rigors of the season.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Zubats, he's checked in for the Clippers. Martin comes in for Batum. Ooh, an open look for Hero. Cans it with nobody near him. Hero's got 6.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Westbrook, he's checked in for Highland. Outside Butler. Pass to Hero. Back to Butler. Rebound by the Clippers. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
They get it back. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
For Los Angeles, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. To the inside. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Give him 8.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
Lowry outside. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's George. No good there.
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Hero for 3. Paul George pulls it in. The Clippers have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. The Heat have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Butler. And he can't get that one. Oh, solid D from Leonard. Inside. And George with the basket on the assist by Westbrook.
Well, just really intelligent playmaking from Russell Westbrook. This guy sees someone with a good look, and he gets him the basketball.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
He made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Man, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Martin, he's checked in for Miami. Richardson comes in for Lowry. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
The Clippers making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And Miami also making a switch. Bryant's checked in. Martin. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Martin's got 8.
The passing skills of Paul George are simply impressive. This guy is terrific at realizing when he needs to give it up.
Pass to Richardson. And he makes it. And the Heat lead by 11.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
54 seconds left in the third quarter here. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Martin with the ball. Martin picks him up. A quick shot there. It's off target. For Miami, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Heat. Caleb Martin.
First one falls for him.
Shooting 2.
And so he hits both. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Westbrook finds Leonard to the paint. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
He's off on the second.
I think one thing you love about Kawhi Leonard, this guy never gets too high, never gets too low, but he is the ultimate competitor because he competes at the highest level regardless of the situation.
Martin with the bucket.
Well, just it's easy to say, this guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Here's Hero. And it's good for 2. Hero's got 6 in the quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. They just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Poke loose. Here's Bryant. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Miami earning this break in the action, up 10. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. We've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac's out there with Terrence Mann. Then there's Nicholas Batum, and it's Plumlee in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. From 11 feet away, Batum pulls it in.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Plumlee, no good. Well, Miami shooting the ball with purpose. They're 68% from the field. Richardson goes in, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Boy, he's so slippery on that drive. Josh Richardson sees a window and exposes it.
Zubac's with it. Hero picks him up. Pass to Batum. To the middle. Now Butler. With a 9-footer. That one's wide left. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
Basket counts.
Well, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Miami calls timeout.
All right, folks, if you want a t-shirt, come on and make some noise. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Next Team.
For the Clippers, Martin, he's checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Man. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Plumlee. Kyle Lowry's checked in for Miami. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Erik Spoelstra said to the team. He implored his team to fight until the end. He said, quote, "We might be up now, but we can't give the ball away. Don't let your guard down until the clock hits 0. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
First team foul.
Adebayo with it. Martin picks him up. Adebayo passes to Butler. Back to Adebayo. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, terrific read from Jimmy Butler. He is unwilling to get sped up. He knows when to place the pass and where.
The Heat have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. George with a steal. Westbrook, the pass to Martin. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Lowry outside to the paint. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
And just an effective offensive talent. Adebayo plays so hard, and that's really what drives his game.
Here's Martin. No good. A bit long that time. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Lowry finds Hero. Now Adebayo. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And with a strong physical profile, Adebayo is willing to battle, always on the interior.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Bam Adebayo.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. The floater and the finish by George.
Because of the diverse offensive arsenal of Paul George, these kinds of nights are easy for him.
And we just had to take one more look at that great drive.
Yeah, trying to close that gap. It's going to hinge on plays like this one, creating high percentage looks right inside.
Here's Hero. Out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Bryant, he's checked in for Miami.
Into the Heat, Thomas Bryant.
The Clippers running out of time. Here's George. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
They get the rebound. Butler. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
There are players who look for every opportunity to contribute to winning. Jimmy Butler right now working the boards.
1:36 left in the 4th quarter. George passes to Batum. Plumlee with it. No good that time. Excellent D there from Bryant. Butler on the wing. Leonard defending. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
This guy is not afraid to get physical. Thomas Bryant doing everything he can to fight to get the shot off.
2 shots.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Heat.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And what a huge performance it was for Bam Adebayo.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
Boy, as you watch him now, it's amazing that Thomas Bryant ever fell to the second round in the draft. He's big, he's skilled, he knows the game.
Morris finds some space. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Pass to Man. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Rookeis. And yep, it's good.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Pass to Powell. Lets the three fly. Rebound by the Heat. Right side, Butler. Rookeis no good.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
So it's the Heat winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jimmy, let's talk about defense.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. So long, everybody.